Vampires, Itchycoo Park. Really great song, and I love this version just because there's some really great chording and great strumming, and just the way they do different inversions of the chords. So we'll talk about that. I'll upload my notes. They really just follow the chords. There's not really a lead per se in this. There is a break where you play some lead, and I'll show you what you can do there, but it's really just kind of played with feeling. So, alright, to start out with, we're going to slide into a G at the 5th fret root, okay? So there's our G note, and we're going to play the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Then we go back to an E minor. And then slide back into our G. Then we slide back into the G, but what they do is the other guitar comes in with a G up at the 6th root note. So you're playing 6 and 6 string 3rd fret and so forth at the 5th fret. Alright, so let me take the intro again. Alright, so what they move up to there is we're going to move to a G and then a B minor, F, and then C. The chords, when they play them, what they're doing is they're striking it down up, 1, 2, 3 muted, and then a down that's unmuted. That takes you to the next chord, and you do the same thing. And then you're to your F. And so it follows that pattern. So it's a real typical kind of rock and roll rhythm pattern. So just play it with feeling. Really listen to the song and play that. So that's your verse there. So you got your G to B minor to F and C. They'll do that twice. So for the pre-chorus, what we're doing is we're going to move up to that G at the 5th root, up at 10 and 12. And we'll play that, hold that for 2 counts. And then we're going to play F twice. And then go up to C. And then hold that. So that's your pre-chorus. And then when they go into the chorus, it's basically just a G and E minor, okay? And they do these with open chords because it gives it a lot more power. So you'll hear them go from this. Okay, so that's your chorus. Really not that hard. One other thing you can do if you want to make it interesting, you can add the G over F sharp. Adds a little more interest. It's really not in the Hollywood Vampires version because the bass is doing that, but I thought I'd throw that in for you. So now we're into the bridge. Alright, we come out of the chorus and then he's going to say, I feel inclined to blow my mind. So you hear a phase shifter come on, and they're going to do the G at the 5th root to F and then follow this chord sequence. So let me come into it. I feel inclined to So you can see we go back into the verse there. So I Feel Inclined starts out with G to F. And don't overplay this. Let the chords ring and sound. All right, and then what they do is this little sequence. It's going to go F to G, back to F, E, D, C, and the first time through to G. Then they'll go back through it. And then the last chord instead of G will be D. Then they add a D suspended, so you put your pinky down on the second string at the 8th fret. And then move your ring finger down for a G over D. And then you're back into the verse. G, B minor, or B flat, F, and C. All right, so let's go through that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how it leads back into the verse. The second time they do that bridge, they will stick between the G and D, back to G, and then D, finally ending up back into the verse, or I'm sorry, the chorus. Meanwhile, the lead guitar, he's right here at F minor. So that'll give you an idea. If you want to play a solo over it, that sounds fine. But you're back into the, let's see, the verse and the chorus then. The way they finish out the song is in the chorus. They're going to, again with the Hollywood Vampires version, they're going to be doing their G to E minor. So after the third G to E minor, you hit the G, and then you're going to come up to your F here at the 5th root, hit that twice, go back to your C, repeat, and repeat the F twice, and then go up to G. And that's the song. So, been a while. I hope the lesson helps, and a great song to just play along with. I heard it today on the radio and just wanted to learn it, so of course I have to share it. Enjoy.